Everybody hear this one? Okay. All right, so let's get the morning started. So the first talk of the morning is going to be Kate, and she always brings us some sort of amazing hack or cool thing to show us. So this morning she's going to be talking about Oregon Trail in Minecraft. So Kate, take it away.
Oh, thank you. Am I on? Okay, perfect. Thanks. Okay, so I know there's a bunch of new people here, so a little about me. Okay, camera. Oh, so people on the web, I'm so sorry. I like to wander. My name's Kate, and when I'm not at KansasFest being a nerd, well, I'm always a nerd, but I'm the nerdy teacher at a high school in Loudoun County, Virginia. I teach home economics, but I'm also that teacher that the kids are like, she's such a geek. We can go hang out with her. She's so cool. And I like to play Minecraft a lot. I stream Minecraft on my Twitch channel, but not this Minecraft because this is educational Minecraft, and I'm going to get into this in a second. And I don't know why there. So, TLDR, this school year, we got an email about a 7-week online course, become a Microsoft certified innovative educator, whatever. I'm sure it's one of those Microsoft certs that everybody throws around that means nothing. And when I found out that there was a Minecraft lesson, I was like, okay, I'll sit through the other 6, and it's some free points, whatever. A couple summers ago, I took an entire course in using virtual environments in education, and Minecraft was one of the ones that was featured. That was when when I learned how to play Minecraft. My instructor was like, you have to play X hours. And about halfway through the class, she's sent out an email to everybody, this is how long you've been playing. She's like, my email was something like, here's your server logs. This is page 1. There are about 7 more like it, so I think you're fine. My classmates had built crude hovels out of logs, and I had a 2-story house and another portal, and sheep and cows and a farm and all kind of mine with carts and all kinds of stuff. And they're like, you've played before? I'm like, no, but I watch a lot of Twitch streamers. So that was when I learned that Microsoft bought Mojang, I don't know how long ago. Notch decided to sell out. Has created an educational edition of Minecraft. It's separate from regular Minecraft. As I say, it has its own version numbering. It's built on 1.14, but it doesn't have all like if anybody's played the new Village and Pillage update, it doesn't have any of that. It's made for teachers to use in the classroom. So just a couple differences. It doesn't do custom skins. This is not what I look like in my Minecraft. Although it does let students kind of pick from, you can personalize yourself a little bit, but you can't do custom skins. It also comes with a whole bunch of worlds that are built for various lessons. You can start with a blank world, you can start with a book cover. So it's designed for teachers to build their own kind of curriculum around. So we had the lesson, I'm like, oh, this is really cool, yada, 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 yada. And I'm rolling through all of the different things. Where is it? And I saw this one right here. So I click and I'm like, that's really cool. And so I did a little bit of research. So Houghton Mifflin, or whatever, Houghton Mifflin Harcourt is one of the 4 or 5 houses that do pretty much all of your textbooks. For those of you who are in education, there are about 4 or 5 houses that do all the textbooks in the United States. And they keep eating each other up, so eventually it's going to be like Disney, there's going to be just one. So they put together this Houghton Mifflin Harcourt Minecraft Education is proud to deliver the Oregon Trail experience. So this world is exclusive to Minecraft Education. Unfortunately, if you don't have access to the educational version, I can't give you this world. To have access to this version, you have to be an educator or a student in a county or district or system that uses Microsoft and pays for the license. So this is all done, this is all logged in through my work email. This is all done through my work Microsoft account. So, but I thought it was really cute, and it's got a little bit of a curriculum. It's designed for probably upper middle to, or upper elementary to lower middle, for if you're thinking about where you would want to use this. But just the world itself is really cute, and I kind of want to walk through it with you. It's also got some lessons. So I'm going to get the world template. You can run it in survival or creative. So it's Minecraft. It controls like Minecraft. And I'm playing it on a pitched surface, so this is going to be real interesting. So if you get motion sick, I'm super sorry. So you're about to begin a great adventure. 2,000 miles. Well, I don't know if it's really 2,000 miles, but it starts like this. And this is going to look very familiar to a lot of us. Try taking a journey by covered wagon. You don't actually have a covered wagon, unfortunately. So there are some limitations to what you can do with this. You can see here's the covered wagon. It's basically vanilla Minecraft, which for those of you who don't play Minecraft, it means it's the base game. There's not a lot, I know that there's not a lot of stuff added to it. The thing about Minecraft, especially the Java edition that most people who think of Minecraft are probably used to, is that it is infinitely modifiable. And there are people out there who just make all kinds of, there's people who've done machines, and I've built nuclear reactors, I've built automated ore processing, I've built automated killing machines. I asked in the Minecraft session if this was compatible with a lot of those mods, but they weren't answering my questions, I think because they were too busy trying to explain to people like how you move. It was like 50 people in this online session, and about 45 of them had never played Minecraft before. So the instructor was kind of busy telling, this is how you go forward. This is how you walk. So it's like, meanwhile I'm here, I'm going, can I install Forge mods with this? And can I do this? And they're just like, oh my gosh, stop. You don't need to be here. So it gives you kind of an Oregon Trail experience, but it's not going to be like you're actually going to be playing the game in Minecraft. Could that be done? Yeah, we would require a lot of programming on the back end. And this is designed to be easy to use in the classroom. It's got some stuff built into it that regular Minecraft doesn't, for teachers to be able to use it. So questions, try on the plains, will you slosh your oxen through mud and water-filled ruts, or will you plod through dust 6 inches deep? And then it gets to how will you cross the rivers, if you have enough money, supplies, the Columbia River, or the road. All those decisions we had to make. So basically, right-click me. Oh, right-click me is down here.
Do they have custom animals then?
What do you mean?
They talked about there's buffalo.
No, they don't have custom animals.
That's dumb. They should say that.
I know. I didn't design. So it's cute. It is definitely not perfect system. And there are definitely some things that if I had built this, again, this is built for teachers who the teachers aren't going to know as much about Minecraft as their students. 9 teachers out of 10 are going to look at this and go, I have no idea how to deal with this. First thing I think I'm going to do, so you guys can see it. I can't remember. Time set? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put it in what's called survival mode or creative mode, which means it's going to let me fly around and do stuff. No, I just put it into creative mode. Did I? No, I was in survival. Game mode. Okay. Okay, so the first, so this could be used in the classroom, but it would just require a little bit more of teacher interaction. This isn't something where you're going to turn the students loose. It's not like, when we were in school and it was like, here's a disc for Oregon Trail, have fun. You would actually have to walk through this with your students like I'm doing. So the first decision, so this should look very familiar to all of us. Many kinds of people made the trip to Oregon. What is your choice? Take the contents of the crate of your choice. So if you look in the crates, Banker from Boston has lots and lots of gold nuggets and a bow. Everybody gets a bow. Carpenter from Ohio, not quite so many. Farmer from Ohio, not so much. So the idea is you take that and you fill your inventory with it. And this is not modded, so I have to do this the hard way. So this is the first thing that I would definitely change. I would go into the back end and change. Again, it's made for the lowest. It's made for the lowest skill level. So a lot of teachers would not understand what they were doing, or would have to do some research. So there's NPCs. So welcome NPCs that say trail learning. So the idea really is it's a framework that contains lessons that exist outside of the game. But first thing we're going to do is I'm going to come over here and we're going to look at, first thing I'm going to do is pick that up. So they've built this, and this is it's all window dressing. There's a pig. So this is all window dressing. You're not actually driving this huge wagon. As much fun as that would be. What? Thud, 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 thud. But the idea here is for students to. This is what they would have had all of their cargo back here. And they would have sat up here, and they would have had the 2 oxen and maybe a lamp, and this is what it would have looked like. But it's nice and big so that students can actually look at it, explore it, and see it. It's not meant to be moving. And we have the town of Independence. I know in the road. So all of these different NPCs have something to say. So over here we have, rather than just Matt's General Store, we have a couple of different places. This is Phillips General Store. This is the barn, so we've got all kinds of, he's got all kinds of different stuff that they basically just built what is supposed to be the town of Independence. So trail learning. So this guy has trail learning above his head, so if we right click him, so this would be the first lesson. So if I was doing this in my classroom, I would tell the kids, and I didn't make, because I didn't, and this isn't school, I didn't want to make you guys actually do work, but I would have a worksheet for the kids with some sort of activity that, and I could either do it as a worksheet or do it on Google Classroom or whatever. What would you need? What do you think you would need to take if you were going to go for 5 months? And thinking about, there are no gas stations, there are no exits, there are no interstates, there are no, getting them thinking about, driving, I drove here from West Virginia, I drove here from the DC area. So kind of, halfway across the country, which is essentially what they did. But I have an interstate and I have, civilization. There's nothing. So even just getting them in that mindset of, you got nothing. So what are you going to take? You have to take clothes, you have to take food, you have to take ammunition. So have them figure out what all they would take. Answer.
Does Microsoft provide a lesson plan?
They do. Learn more. So you can either use the prepared Microsoft lesson plans, which they give you. Like I said, I didn't print all these out and make you guys do them. This is something, I would do this probably as if I was teaching this, I would do it as a multi-day unit. This would probably be I would probably do this if I was teaching in this sphere as like a final unit project for a portfolio-based final unit project for the westward expansion study that everybody does in middle school. I think everybody studied the westward expansion at some point in their school career, probably more than once, probably once in middle school, probably once in high school, maybe a little bit in elementary school. So you got a long way to go with 5 minutes with grocery stores. Your wagon can only hold 2,000 pounds of supplies. So to figure out, what are you going to take? So it gives you an idea. So what the site does is, and I really like this as a teacher, it gives you an idea of how you would want to teach or what kind of activity you're going to do, but it gives you the flexibility to make that look like what it would look like in your classroom. In my case, I would make, like I said, I would probably make some sort of worksheet with, X number of pounds of food, clothes weigh this much, bullets weigh this much, and so this would be kind of your embedded math and your embedded critical thinking. So, and then it kind of gives you an idea of what you would want to assess as a teacher. If the kids decide that they're going to bring no food or no bullets, I do a lesson with my Intro to Ed students where I bring my old machines in and have them, they play all the old games on the metal. It's like the last day before Christmas break fun thing. And I've had students who do Oregon Trail and they have run out of food and I'm like, did you get bullets? And they're like, what? So, you have to, the kids have, does it make sense? Did your decisions make sense? And then, you can have some writing, because I always make my kids write, but even my foods kids, this is what we're taking and this is why. We're taking maybe more food, we're taking extra oxygen, we're taking extra parts. Why are you taking what you're taking? I know that when you play the game, the actual Oregon Trail, you're kind of limited by the programming, and I think everybody knows at this point, Banker is easy mode.game. You buy all the things, and the game does not really limit. It limits how much you can take back from hunting, but it does not limit you to how much you can put in your wagon. I have put so much food in my wagon, it's not even funny. As a matter of fact, there was somebody speed ran Oregon Trail a few years ago on AGDQ, and it was like 5 minutes. So we've got a bunch of, it's got a bunch of these embedded lessons. Please don't crash. So, and then you can have your kids, what you would do is you would have the kids make the decision, you would walk around, you say, okay, yes, and then if you could have the kids actually spend their gold and get, these are placeholders, oxen. Again, not actually programmed on the back end, so you can just take, it doesn't there's no interaction between your inventory and your gold. Could probably be fixed in the back end by someone who knew what they were doing. So not me. I do not know how to program. I think this is based on Bedrock. I don't think this is in Java, and it doesn't really matter because I'm not a programmer. But but it gives the kids that visceral feeling of spending and a limited inventory. So we've got our trail learning. But I just think it's cute. They've got all those stores that they built and they make it look. So here's your blacksmith. Here's and see, it's just wool. Line of people who are super excited. All the different. So we're gonna set out on the trail. What I really like is that they did a really good job with this of actually kind of building some of the landmarks. What am I doing on time?
7, 8 minutes.
What?
Like 8 minutes. Right?
A half hour.
Oh, okay. I said 45 minutes in the thing.
Next one's at 9:15.
Oh, okay. I've got to hurry up then. Sorry. All right. So they did a real nice job of. That's why we're in this mode. I get going. I'm very passionate about teaching, and I get going in a hurry. So you can help this person, and literally it's just using Minecraft. It's just an activity the kids can do. So all of these stops that I'm going to pass by have embedded activities. River crossing, there's an activity for figuring embedded science and math, figuring out currents and drift, and figuring out how deep is it, how much drift is there, what decision do you want to make? Another random human. I have cholera. So it gives me the... So you get cholera, you get dysentery, and you get to... So trail learning, this is Fort Kearney. So it's literally just window dressing. What would you want others to know? So this is another embedded writing lesson. Write a public service announcement for others on the trail, like getting cholera. So you get cholera, you get there, you do a lesson about what were the hazards that people faced on the Oregon Trail. So that's trading posts, trader, again, window dress, a lot of window dressing. But the idea is just to kind of give the kids, it's a framework around which all of these lessons are built. So here's Chimney Rock.
Are they doing this one by one, or is there a group of them?
You could do either way.
Okay.
Depending on how big your classroom is and how many resources you have. So if you're lucky enough where all the kids, in my county, all the kids have Chromebooks, which don't run Minecraft, so I would have to get like laptops or a computer lab, Chimney Rock. And I would probably have to put them in groups because I wouldn't have enough resources. And if you were in a district where you had, it does have hunting. Press button to start the hunt. I did not buy any ammunition, so we can't hunt, but when you press this button, stuff comes out, but it's just Minecraft animals. So here's a sheep, there's a cow. I'm in creatives, I can totally cheat and go over the fence. What? And punch them. I can punch this pig if I feel like it.
Oh, so the arrows come out of the...
No, that's where those are dispensers. So, where's the trail? Yeah, don't get lost. Kids would probably get lost, and it's an open world, so the kids can build along the way. You can have them build their own community. I think I've seen where people have had them build their own community at the end. Talk about the Pony Express. So you can teach them about the Pony Express. So think about what would be available at a frontier fort. Native American settlements over here.
When they play together, are they all in the same world at the same time, or are they all in their own?
You can set that, again, how do you want to set it up? Do you want to set it up server type, or do you want to let them all have their own instance? You can do it either way. I've never actually taught with this. This is a little below the level that I usually teach. I'm teaching, first of all, I teach home economics, and second of all, I'm teaching 9th to 12th graders. This is a little bit below. My students, even if I was teaching social studies, my students would be like, you want us to do what? Like, you want us to do what? They'd enjoy the Minecraft part, but the lessons would have to be scaled up to something that would be more appropriate. So it's cold. Here's Independence Rock.
Is that randomized by the school? Is that like
No, it's set in the, yeah, it's basically in the same order that you would encounter them in the actual game. So trail learning, this is about the fact that people engraved their name on this rock. And it gives you, so there's these little chalkboards where you could put your name, pepperoni and cheese. But yeah, no, all of the settlements and all of the stops are hard-coded into the world, because it's literally like if you were to play it alongside a regular Oregon Trail. So about fur trading. very social studies oriented, but it's got some better. Here's a wagon on fire.
Oh, no.
What? Yeah, choplifter. Oh no, the wagon. So again, the things that would happen to you in the game. Your wagon catches fire. Soda Springs. So it talks about you can learn about the science behind why Soda Springs was basically the science behind the bubbles and the fact that it's essentially a hot spring. So like I said, it's a curriculum that's meant for a more broad classroom. The forts and, finding civilization. Let me zip through this real quick. Inadequate grass. I found the desert. We're almost there. Giant lizard. I have no idea what the giant lizard is.
Lizard attacks were in.
Yeah, I know, right? Giant lizard. I have no idea why the giant lizard is there. So the kids would run the trail, and then at the end of you get to Oregon, which I'm trying to get to as quickly as I can. We're almost there. Because this is the river right here.
When you have to.
This would be going over the river. So this is Oregon. For real. It's Oregon, we're here, yay. So over here we've got people building their settlement. So at the end of it, you could have your kids, start building themselves a settlement. This is an open Minecraft, this is a regular Minecraft world. You can dig down, you can get resources, you can build, you can do whatever. So I wanted to show how the world was built in Minecraft, how you would use it. I know I ran a little bit longer than I meant to. But if you have any questions, I'm around all week. And thanks for getting up early and joining me.
All right, thanks.